better if it comes in a wrap. Oh, yoo-hoo, hi, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Fungi. A little introduction first of all. My name's McKernan, sometimes known as the Fungi Guy, and today I'd really like to talk to you about why I think fungi is good for well-being, why fungi are good for you. So I am on the committee, one of the committees for the British Mycological Society. I'm also in lots of other little groups and societies as well, and sometimes make silly videos online because I really care about trying to put the fun in fungi. I think it's such a joyous, wonderful experience, and as you get further into fungi, sometimes it might become a little bit overwhelming with Latin names and some of the terminology, and I think it's really important to keep it really exciting and engaging. So that's why I care about fungi. I looked into well-being, and there are 5 areas. The first area of well-being, to learn something new, to learn. Well, that's the gift that never stops giving. Fungi is endless. You might learn lots of birds and wild flowers, and that's fabulous too. But fungi, I will never see them all in my lifetime. And every year, without fail, I will find new fungi I've never found before. And that's an exciting prospect, isn't it? Number 2, keep active. Look, you're walking around in the woods. I know it's not a run, and I know it's not a half marathon, not that cardiovascular. But sometimes you can spend some time on your pins walking around. Sometimes, best part of a day out there, out and about. And sometimes you go big hills just to find things that might be the top of that big hill. So fitness, tick. Number 3, to connect with people. But actually I'm going to include connecting with nature here. Connecting with people. I've just mentioned I'm part of a few different groups and societies, and I've made some beautiful, real, genuine friendships within those. It's a very good thing. There's a lovely social element. You can choose to do this solo, but the minute you don't know something, you're going to engage with somebody. You're going to make a phone call, write an email, make a post. What's this? How can anyone help me? And there's a lovely connection made. It's a good social thing too. Number 4, to give. Just kind of plays on the social element in this, that as soon as this is very true of lots of nature, as soon as you learn something, you want to share that with somebody. So as soon as you've learned something and you meet someone who doesn't know what that thing is, lo and behold, you can share that, you can give your knowledge, and that's a lovely feeling. So, there's giving involved in there too. And last of all, my favourite, take notice. Be mindful. We're talking about nature here. You've got to be mindful anyway. But just think about that, being mindful. You've got to look into what mindfulness is, and there's different parts to that too. But one area of being mindful is taking notice. And part of taking notice with fungi is, what's that growing with? I know that only grows with a certain tree, so suddenly you're taking notice of that tree. And then you're listening to the birds that are in that tree, and suddenly you're joining all these dots, and again you're learning. Learning the trees, the bird song, the plants, the relationships that they might be taking place there. Wonderful. Using your senses is a big part of being mindful. Do you know what? Fungi, I can't think of another hobby like this. Uses almost every one of your senses bar one. There's just the listening one. You wouldn't really hear a fungus, but you look for them, obviously. We can smell them. I mean, take these dryad saddles, for instance. Watermelon. I mean, really, watermelon, but it's true, it does. But there's also hints of cucumber, and there's also a mealiness about it, and it's those little nuances, incredible smells in the fungal world that also help you to pin down an identification. Sometimes you won't know what something is until you've given it a good sniff. We've got engine oil, bed bugs, honey, mouse pee, almonds. I mean, what another wonderful element to the whole of this fungal foray. Not to mention that you find monster mushrooms like those. Taste, not going to go down that route too much, but if anyone's ever tasted a little bit of the milk from a milk cap, you'll know how acrid hot it might be, or peppery, and that's an experience in itself. What am I missing here? Touch, of course. Because we've got slimy, sticky, smooth, waxy, beautiful, all these textures to explore as well with your fingers. What an engaging, wonderful, mindful hobby it is. And I'm so excited I've got this for the rest of my life. And there you have it, a few reasons why fungi are so exciting and so good for you. Every day's like Christmas morning. You don't know what you're going to find out. And not just a walk in the woods. It can be your commute to work, in your own back gardens, on a grass verge. A fantastic gift that never stops giving. And so those are my reasons that I think fungi are great for well-being. Fungi are good for you. What a great hobby. I hope you're encouraged to do something similar yourself. Bye!